Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial we will learn about how to create custom pipes. Before that we will do a small review about our last chapter, which was in inbuilt pipes. As we know, we have some inbuilt pipes which is defined by Angular, like how to change into lowercase, uppercase, percentage, JSON and array slice. Now what if we have some different scenarios and all of these custom inbuilt pipes are not suitable to use them? So on that scenarios we need to create our own custom pipes. So let's see a scenario. Suppose you have an array where there is a different age available. You need to check how many of them is 18 above. For this you can't make a function all the time to simply to show 18 plus age. For that you have to create a pass and just pass it on your template so that it will display only the people whose age is more than 18. So the steps which will use it, first of all you need to create a pipe. So to creating a pipe you can use any add-ons which is available for Visual Studio. Otherwise you can use the CLI. In CLI you can use ngGP, that means ng generate pipe and the pipe name. Once you generate the pipe name, you will get some predefined decorators like @pipe and pipe transform. So let me explain you what is pipe. Using @pipe, you can use the name, whatever the name it is defined. Otherwise, you can change also as per your requirement. So that name only you have to use. So here in this stack blaze, I can use directly a generator. Okay, so I will generate a pipe, and I'm giving a pipe name is array filter. So you can see my pipe is generated. So once I will generate, I have to means it's automatically imported the pipe and the pipe transform. So let me explain you. Pipe is a decorator and pipe transform is the interface. So you must need to implement this interface if you want to use the pipe. So first of all, within the pipe decorator you can see I have a name, and this is the name which I am going to use with any variable in the template. Fine. So what we are using within interpolation, that we are going to use this one. Now I am implementing my pipe transform. Within pipe transform you can see we have a method. Using transform method we can define our function. That means whatever the function you want to use we can define here inside, then only it will work. Fine. So for example, okay, so this is done. Now we have to add it into the module. So here directly it can be automatically added. You can see it is importing, and then within the declaration it is already added. So let me use it. So what I can do is okay, I have the age group. Fine. And I'm taking a tag. Oops. And I'm writing something. Okay, so before that I need to print something like what I will do is I'm taking a variable like num. I'm giving 2. Okay, so num is 2, or I'm sorry, any, it is type of any 2. Now what I need to do is I need to use this one. Okay, so what you have to do, just copy this and paste it here. So once you paste, you can see my number is here. Now I want to use a filter. So for that what you have to do is, with your pipe name is array filter, bring here and put it array filter. Now you can see there is nothing to display here, right? So if there is nothing to display here, give me a minute, excuse me. So if there is nothing to display here, then you have to pass some filter. For that, here I am giving you I will explain you. Okay, so you can see if I passed my number with array filter, I'm getting some value like 2. Why it is, I will explain you. When you are using a transform method, there are 2 arguments by default it is present. First is value, second is argument. Value is nothing but whatever the num is sending, correct? And argument If you come to here, argument is nothing but what we are sending with the filter. I explained you in my last chapter that we are using semicolon and I am passing any value, correct? That value it will capture from the argument. So now let's come to our topic. Our task is we want to filter it as per the requirement to see which age is more than 18. So let me delete this one and this also. Okay. So first of all we need to pass the array name, array is age, and I have been calling the filter name array filter. You can see currently I have all the array filter. So now come to our filter. Fine. So here what we will use it, we have the data with the value. So what we need to do is I will here call the filter function of JavaScript. So if you have learned JavaScript, you know what is filter function. So what I'm doing is value is nothing but the array what it is coming from transfer method. Value dot I will call the filter method and I will call a callback function check age. Sorry. Now I have to define this function. Correct. Now I also have to pass the array value what is been coming in the transfer method. Here what I will do, I will return value only which is greater than 18. Okay, so you can see I have the data already here. So if you will see the data, it's 10, 20, 30. So 10, other than 10 nothing will come. So I can check with other data also, like I'll put 3, 5, 6, that will not come. If I'll put more than 18 like 50, it will come. So the scenario, or you can say the structure is, you are calling the pipe transform and pipe, you are putting the pipe name here and it will register to the module. Once you register, we have default transfer method. Remember, without this method you can't use any custom pipe. So this method will be there only. This is the value what you are passing with the interpolation, and these are the arguments if you are passing with the interpolation. Then you have to write your methods here. So this is what or how we are defining custom method. In next chapter we will learn about directives. Thank you.